Hey, what's going on, boys and girls? It's the Cybernaut Podcast, first podcast of January of 2015. I'm Steve Lundberg, and with me is.
I'm Max.
And tonight we are going to be discussing some sad news in the anime industry. It seems that we have a few deaths that we need to go ahead and announce and discuss. Max?
Yeah? Oh, the names. Hang on.
Yes!
I'm just changing my logo here.
Ah, okay. I guess I could start off here a little bit. I know I'm going to butcher these names. Chikao Asuka, who's a Japanese voice actor, who's actually been in the business for quite a while, it seems. He's played a lot of parts. He's played Dick Dastardly. He was Snowmeister in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer series. Let's see. He was even Mr. Eggman in Sonic X. Let me see here. He was even Eon in Rudolph's Shiny New Year. He was also Goemon in Lupin the Third. Let's see here. One of my favorites would have been. Oh, jeez. It'd have to be like Baka and Test. Summon the beasts too. And Area 88. I loved him as McCoy in Area 88. But yeah, it was really sad to go ahead and hear that he had passed on. He was, jeez, how old was he? And he was born 1929, the day after the 4th of July, and he was 85. And he was also the voice of Master Xehanort for all you Kingdom Hearts fans out there. He will be sorely missed. And it looks like he passed on. He passed on Thursday, here on January 15th. Definitely a sad time. And of course, in the J-pop scene, Max, you want to explain this one? I'm actually a little, I still get a little teary-eyed when I just, yeah.
Oh, okay. Was it the Jericho or Otsuka or Origa?
What do you got?
Origa. Well, you're up on the news more than I am, so.
No. Real name is Olga Yakovleva, a Russian singer who had graduated musical school in 1990 and came to Japan for a visit and ended up becoming a semi-renowned J-pop singer for her work in Ghost in the Shell. Her playlist with the songs that she's most famous for would be Inner Universe. That was done in 2003. Rise, which was in 2004. There'd also be Date of Rebirth and Player, both in 2006. There was, I'm not sure on the pronunciation on this. The Palushka Polye? Polye. I can't pronounce that for the life of me. I don't. But it was done in 1998.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one of her early. Well, it's one of her earlier works. Uh, I just. And I'm still trying to find out how she died. To be honest with you.
Well, Jusco Pole, I guess, I don't know. How no she
Oh,
die?
she died from lung cancer, and she was 44.
I guess the French translation
Lung
is
cancer.
the temps bleu.
That just sucks. Um, and
Probably,
just looking at her, and you're just like being taken at such a young age.
probably hitting the cancer sticks.
She doesn't look like somebody who would smoke, though.
Wow.
I mean, she's also known. Yes, Ghost in the Shell is like her like mainstay right there. But she was also, let's see, no, was Fantastic Children part of? No, Fantastic Children was a separate. And then there was Princess Areta. Yeah. Let's see here. See, she was also the hymn singing voice for the character Canon in Gust and a Koi Tamiko game on storage PlayStation 3 and for the PlayStation video game, which shipped in Japan last year. Now, just recently, back in August, she had attended Vancouver's Anime Revolution convention as part of the guest list. I can see if I can find some footage on that. But I've had a couple of her albums myself. I love her voice. She was an absolute dream. She had the voice of an angel.
Let's see. She was 44.
Yeah, 44. Jeez. I mean, that's a little young to be taken away. It is. I mean, I know there's a lot more people out there more deserving of death than her. Jeez, where's my list? I got this thing about the size of a Gutenberg Bible, and maybe even War and Peace. But yeah, that definitely. There are a lot of people out there. It's probably feeling the same thing. You've watched Ghost in the Shell. What did you think of her voice?
I,
What
well,
did you think of her singing?
I've really only watched like the very first movie. That
Really?
was long.
You haven't watched the series?
No, I hadn't watched the
I'm
series.
surprised. Who are you?
There was this huge gap of time where I didn't watch.
That you were like in suspended animation somewhere, cryogenically frozen somewhere?
Exactly. I was under the rock for most of the time.
Okay. You know who we should get in here at some point? Maybe Kagura. We need to get Kagura from Anime Muck over in here. You know that?
Yeah.
Person we're talking about is one of the player characters from a long-running created user keep called Anime Muck. It's been around since like 1993, 1994?
Somewhere around there.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's pretty ancient.
It's mostly idlers now. These people just.
I know, right? We're old. We don't know how to disconnect from the muck. So we just kind of idle here in the ABCB Cafe. Idling forever.
about
Uh,
comic? Yeah.
um, what about manga? Anything? Is there anything on your manga list that you've recently read and completed and liked?
Well, I haven't really been reading manga or anything as of late. I've been more gaming. Yeah.
Gaming. What have you been playing?
Well, I was pretty disappointed. I actually got a Gundam game, but it didn't work.
A Gundam game? Which one?
Let me. Uh, Gundam Crossfire.
Crossfire.
Yeah, still got my GameStop price tag on it. But I plugged it in and it just gave me a blank screen. So I never got to play it.
Well, it's a load issue. I mean, and you've cleaned it with Windex, clean cloth, all that jazz.
It looks pretty clean. I don't know damage to the disc itself.
But
Yeah,
you gotta return it. I'd return it.
yeah. Well, I only paid what $6, $7 for it. Wow. But,
$6 or $7.
yeah, that's pretty cheap for most games. Um, Another game that I got was the no, this has been out, but I'm just getting around to playing it. Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes.
Huh.
You familiar with the Metal Gear series, Steve?
Yeah.
Well, the, to put it this way, it's a disappointing title. I wouldn't say bad. It is Metal Gear, but it's the key things bad. The great about it is it's short. Um, uh, Basically, it's more like a demo than an actual full game. You know, you're done with it in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And
Okay.
it's like a lot of the elements in the previous Metal Gear games are just like missing. You know, part of its appeal is running around and finding things like little boxes where you can hide in the boxes, and a guard comes, well, and it's like, what's this box doing here? And then kicks it, and you're like, ah. But it does have one funny moment, which the game, the Metal Gear series has certain moments where you have little like reminders that you're just playing a game. You know, if one of the earlier Metal Gear games, I was like, oh, if you feel tired, remember to save and log out.
Wow.
There's let's see, in Metal Gear, I think it was 3 or 4, Snake Eater.
Huh.
That one of the bosses that you have to fight is like
Yeah.
really old, and he's just this expert sniper. He catches a hint of you, he nails you.
Okay.
But he's like extremely old, and one of the little funny bits in the game is what you could do is you can stop and save the game,
Right.
and then leave the game for a week, and come back, and the sniper had died of old age.
Really?
Or you could change the clock on the game, the machine itself, and force them to die.
Sniper had a stroke.
Just died of old age. I mean, he could wait forever, but
Sniper died from an aneurysm. From waiting for so long. Dang.
But this is like odd, funny bits on the
Well, okay. Well, here's something funny, and this is a bit on the itchy side of things. So, I actually I've started up a new series from Young King Comics, done by Omi Takashi, and honestly, and I kid you not, it is called Kiss My Ass. Deals with three people. The three main protagonists are Miria, Komatsu, and Yako Shiji. And the funny thing about it is it's sort of educational. And it's all it's all based on the subject of hemorrhoids.
Okay.
I kid you not. It deals with hemorrhoids and how it affects a person and the different stages and what you can do to temporarily relieve the onslaught of pain of hemorrhoids. There's so far right now. They're there. Give me just a moment here. Let me see here. We're recording. Sound like. Sorry. You can't hear me, can you? No, he can't. No, because I've got him on mute.
I can hear you.
Wait a minute, you can't hear me?
Yes.
What the hell? Well, okay, so yeah, they're up to chapter 8, and it's just the whole comical concept of teaching people about, of all things, hemorrhoids. So
That's very charming.
I don't have hemorrhoids, dear. What are you talking about? I am. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, the comedian. But no, yeah, the scanlation so far is up to chapter. No, not chapter, but volume 8. And it looks like it comes out like every maybe 2.5 months as far as like the scanlations are concerned. So let's see here. Other than that, it's definitely comical and educational for those that are up and coming proctologists. But other than that, that's all I've got for today, for this episode. What about you? Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, one more thing about this Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, back to my Metal Gear Solid. Okay.
Yeah, one of the things that disturbed me is that they changed the voice actor, and the voice actor for the game is or playing Snake is Kiefer, none other Kiefer Sutherland,
Wow. I
which
hadn't read anything about that before.
which is odd since all the previous Metal Gear it's been an actor named David Hayter, and I sat there. Why all of a sudden did they go with Kiefer? And the reason why they made this so short was they were paying his salary, all the money going to Kiefer's salary or something. Uh, but apparently there's an, another uh, game coming out called oh, Pain something or the other. I'll have to look it up. But it's probably the actual game. It's more like this is just the prequel to the
The prologue.
yes, the prologue. The Phantom Pain is really supposed to be the big game, the actual. So everyone was like so disappointed with this Ground Zeroes because it's more like the demo that you pay for. So, uh,
Uh huh.
and, and so after this Metal Gear, we got other news that just a couple of days ago, Harmonix had announced that they published a survey about the Rock Band, and apparently they're surveying about what people are interested in playing Rock Band on the new systems, or and what do the gamers feel about it. Many people in the fans of Rock Band, know it's been pretty much a sort of a dead genre, the rhythm gaming.
Mhm.
In a way, I think they realized that part of what caused its downfall was that they were releasing games way too much, too quickly, too fast. Uh, about 4 or 5 years ago, you were like getting like 3 titles a year going between Activision with their Guitar Heroes and Harmonix were releasing things like the Beatles Rock Band, the Green Day, Lego, and Rock Band 3, and they were doing it too much. So it's been 2 3 years since Rock Band 3,
Right.
and the new next gen systems have been out for a little over a year and a half now.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I think they were aware of the new system, or because I'm just reading between lines, and it could be a little, you know, in hindsight, this is what they were thinking. It's
True.
like, oh, do you produce a game for the new system where, or all these people like they still have the hardware for the aging gen of games, and it's like why want they spend all this money on DLC and all their music is on the 360s and the PlayStation 3. Why would they want to grab the title for the PlayStation 4 when they can't import all that music? You know.
True. True.
So
I think it was a lack of forethought on that one, and they should have thought about the importability. which I think would have kept
Yeah,
kept the ball rolling on that.
part of that's legal issues. They don't actually own the music. It's the record companies and whatnot, and they got to have their hooks onto it. And they want a piece of the pie, and so they
I
have to
always want
share
a piece
that.
of the pie. Bunch of fat
Yeah,
glutton pigs.
yeah. They want to keep their share. But another thing, you produce a title with a new gen. I think they wanted to wait for more people to buy the systems before they release one for the new system. You know,
Maybe.
so uh, and who knows, they might be developing new hardware for the new system. Uh, there's question of
True.
compatibility and stuff.
Maybe they're trying to go ahead and invent a way to go ahead and I don't know, import your face and be able to like overlay it on the character.
Hmm. Yeah, and they probably were in negotiations with uh, the music companies whether or not what's will be transferred between the platforms,
Hmm.
uh, and hopefully they'll get the go ahead. You know, you know, or like a small fee or something, and if not free, you know.
Right.
Um, because some people, you buy the music, you want to keep it, you know.
Right.
Otherwise they'll want to just keep your old system around and but yeah, anyway, reading between the lines, because they Harmonix actually hadn't confirmed that they are releasing a new title. They just put out the survey, but
Hmm.
it certainly, reading between the lines,
Food for thought.
yeah, it certainly seems like, that that's where they're going.
Yeah.
So I imagine we'll probably hear an announcement during E3 about it.
Yeah, possibly.
So
Very possible. Now I'm looking at the clock here, and I'm being told, "Hey, we need to go ahead and wrap this up." All right, fine. All right. No, well, that's it. That's it for me. Uh,
yeah.
and any last any closing remarks? Uh,
No,
anything, Max? Anything?
not for the
No.
public.
Not for the public. Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. Well, maybe not next week. Probably maybe the first week or the second week of
Next
February.
next month. Yeah. Yeah.
So until then, everybody, keep your stick on the ice.
Matinee.
Not the nay.